All right. Welcome back to the official episode 1 of the All-In League of Legends podcast, where scrubs pretend they know what they're talking about League of Legends, and we just talk about things and what's happening. And so, before we get into anything, let's introduce ourselves. I'm Max.
I'm Dan.
Hey, Michael.
I'm Zisha.
You might remember Michael as a person we shit on a lot last week, and now we finally have him on the podcast. It'll be okay. So before we actually get into things that have happened in the past week or week and a half, which is basically the new patch as well as the All-Star game. What have you guys been playing in terms of League of Legends this week?
I'll start.
Kalista.
Oh, sorry, you can go.
Dan first.
Position.
Dan first.
Okay, I'll go.
Seniors first.
All right, so recently I've been playing, learning my ADCs again. Been playing a lot of Misfortune, Jinx because of the buff we had to her, and then also still practicing my Tristana. So those are the three main AD carries I'm probably going to be playing this season.
All right, it's good to see MF finally being back into it. Like,
Yo, I
what's a
fucking
good
hate
comp with MF now? I mean,
MF in
Wombo
anything. I hate
combos.
MF.
it's
He's
still
so
just
dumb.
it's still just like massive, stupid AOE.
MF does enough
combo.
damage that you don't really care about.
Yeah, I hit a Q on a Vayne, and it took out half her life. And,
Does
and
AP MF still
both
work?
of us just stopped, and we typed her like, yeah, we didn't expect that. So
This is after MF nerfs too.
APMF?
Yeah.
Does it still work? Someone played APMF in a game.
I didn't play AP, but
Didn't go so
I just
well.
went straight damage. So I mean,
I haven't
but
seen APMF, but ADMF does tons of damage
Yeah.
anyways.
she's OP,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna play it. So
I had a plat MF in my last game as I played Tom Kench, and we went. I think when we left lane it was like 9-0 or something like that.
Like if you support an MF, it doesn't even matter what you do.
Yeah.
Well, the
Like
thing
if
is,
unless their support is actually on the ball, the MF just goes up and queues someone randomly and just like wins lane from there.
yeah, it was pretty dumb. Like it was Kalista Lulu that were facing, and oh wait, no, it was Jinx and Bard.
I guess this
And, like,
with
they
the way
couldn't do
MF is
anything.
right now, you don't need to be a plat to play like a plat MF.
Yeah, not really.
I really
Alright.
like
Like-
how you can you have to like change your auto attacks to get the bonus damage and stuff like that.
Oh.
That's really fun. It makes
Yeah,
it more
she just
interesting
has
to
a
play
bunch
AD
of
carry.
fires.
Yeah.
I know, it's still pretty dumb.
All right, so
Yeah, this
Michael, what have you been
sounds-
playing this week?
I've been playing Tom Kench like no tomorrow.
Can you ult
Like-
yet?
Can you ulti yet? Can you
Yes.
ulti me further?
Yes,
Like,
fuck you
can't
guys. I
rush.
remember what you guys are talking about. Like I literally spam Tom Kench like no tomorrow. Unless Tom Kench got banned, I played Braum. But like other than that, it's just Tom Kench nonstop. Yeah, no, I actually know how to ult with him now. I like know now to not smartcast that ult.
I've actually never touched Tom Kench in my life, so I don't know how to work that. But is it like Nocturne, where
It's no. It's pretty much if you click alt and you already have your mouse somewhere, it just picks that spot.
don't you have to click it twice because you have to open
No.
your mouth and then you have to drag someone, like someone hops in and then you go, or like you
That's what I thought.
click.
No, so when you first click, that's the position you're going to.
Oh,
If you
okay.
click again, and then you travel.
Okay, so like you
Oh.
basically. Oh, I get it now. So you pick the location before someone hops in.
Yeah.
And when you reactivate, when you hit R the second time, it
Yeah.
actually only just goes
That's
like,
the
okay, yeah, we're done here, we're going.
That's
I
why
get it
that's
now.
why I screwed up so much. No, actually, I activate it if I go by myself. If someone jumps in, it automatically goes.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you jump in, it automatically travels there.
Kenches are convertible. You can't fit anyone in. you can fit a hot babe like MF in, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Pretty
exactly.
much. I remember when he first came out, I just kept getting ganked by I was playing AD carry, and every time that Tom Kench came, it came with a Vi. So I was like, and I was always alone. I was screwed.
Yeah. I think Tom Kench doesn't need his like BSness. Like he doesn't need his like free bailout, whatever that swallow thing is. He just needs his LT to be like really useful. And people would play him in mid lane. But oh well, screw Tom Kench.
But the thing is,
I'm
the
still
Tom
banning him every
Kench,
game.
the Tom Kench ult, actually is only really good if you're playing with like people you know. Otherwise, it's very hard to coordinate with it.
Yeah.
Because
And Tom Kench just pinged me, and I just ignore them.
exactly, like more than one game, like whenever I play with a random, I like tell them to go, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, I was watching something on the screen," and like everyone
It's
just
good. They have map awareness, and they're just not lock screening.
this bronze
It's
level
okay.
plays.
It's okay. They're telling me to walk more, not take transit. It's good for my health.
Yeah. Energy. Exercise.
All right, Zisha.
I've been spamming some Callista. Pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Is she so strong with a Hurricane? I guess Hurricane got better, so
She's still pretty good. I've been wrecking games as her actually, and I'm like not even good at Callista.
Yo, Zisha, we still never got to try it. Me eating someone, you Callista ulting me.
No, it works. What?
No, it works, but like I got to try with you. I did it with someone else.
Whatever. It doesn't really matter.
Yo, it was so funny though. They like
Throw them
dragged
into
them
a turret.
You throw them halfway across the map. Like halfway across the screen, sorry.
that's what
Like if you're mid lane, you can go all the way from their turret pretty much to our turret.
Because the last few times I played Callista with you, like every ult I used was to save your sorry ass.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? You save me, and then afterwards I have to eat you and run away.
All right, okay. We're gonna have to do this tomorrow. That's already done work. Okay.
We had to throw in a Thresh
we're
as well too.
5 queuing. We're grabbing.
I'm not
Alizers.
working tomorrow.
Throw in a Thresh as well.
All right, okay. That's even better. We can Lantern and then Callista ulti.
Yeah.
Oh man, that'd be hilarious.
Or Zisha, have you still been playing Brand?
Not as much. He's still good. It's Thunderlord's now. Thunderlord's brand now.
I think even Thunderlord Brand is okay because he can proc the Thunderlord pretty quickly. He's just
Thunderlord brand is best brand now.
Like, Thunderlord works on
how
spells?
things have changed in like. Wait, is Thunderlord like single target and autos, or is it just any?
Yeah,
damage?
single target and
Yeah.
autos.
Whatever.
Spells
Brand
don't
can just
work, right?
stack things really quickly.
Even if you
Yes.
drop Misfortune's Make It Rain on somebody, it'll proc Thunderlords.
Yeah, it's just for every hit.
For every hit, then the brand Thunderlord should be
Yeah.
pretty good.
Wait, then what's the cooldown on it before
10
it?
seconds.
Also,
Is it
as long as you get an auto off in 10 seconds, it can keep stacking. To 3?
Well, once Thunderlord procs, it's like 10 seconds until the next one, isn't it?
No, I mean like
Confirm or deny.
like what's
Confirm.
the difference between
Like
auto
how
attacks?
long between
For-
auto attacks where it keeps up? I don't know. Pretty long. Long enough.
Yeah.
A few seconds.
Because Brian's auto attack isn't exactly very fast, is it?
But you can use spells, so.
If you're like Thunderlord Braum is what you're talking about, if they're slowed, you have a guaranteed Thunderlords.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
All right. I guess so. For myself, I've been playing this thing called Adult Life, where I wake up early in the morning and I go to work, and I come back and
Yeah.
I do adult things and I go to sleep.
What the hell
You know
is
what? I
that?
lied. I've been doing that too.
But in terms of League, I've been playing. I've been playing a lot of what's that thing called?
What's that thing?
Kindred. There we go. Kindred is like Quinn 2.0. And
Kindred's
I feel like
pretty fun.
now that I've got my level 5 mastery with Quinn, I can move on to like a different champion. And I'm on my Smurf, aka my Quinn only account. I bought Karma, and I'm gonna grind for level 5. And on my main, like my normal account, I'm gonna grind for like Kindred. I actually like Kindred because it's like Quinn that can actually jungle. I mean, Quinn can jungle now, but then with Kindred, it's actually meant to be a jungler, and it's just she's pretty fun. I mean, I'm still trying to feel her out. Like, I have her combos down pat. I kind of know what she does, and yeah, I think she's pretty fun. But I just haven't played her enough to really understand where her power spikes are. And like,
Do you have her master level ult fates down?
No. Sometimes I still feel like W and ulti is mouse targeted, so I can like ulti ace. Like it's like I treat it like a Bard ulti, so like I click something and then like the circle appears around my mouse, but then it doesn't, and I just ulti, like I airball the ulti quite often.
I've never had a problem with that, like thinking something was targeted in a different way than it actually was.
I don't know. I've airballed a lot of wolves, and I've airballed a lot of ultis on Kindred.
I think I would probably do that to myself too.
Yeah. It's like I don't completely airball it, but I just feel like I just forget that it's supposed to be around me. I guess as an ADC, I always try to like keep away from the fray, but I don't know. Like I think the most dude, I played like a Kindred game with Dan supporting me on Godcrank, right? And that was pretty good.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, I got really freaking fed, and I still click circles around things, but it's okay because I just A button at things and I kill things in my way, and yeah, she deserved that nerf. So yeah, that's basically it.
Those
so
pulls,
I
though?
guess, huh?
Those pulls though.
Yeah, those pulls are really good. Yeah. Anyways, speaking of nerfs,
Her nerf didn't really do anything to her damage though.
No, but it like
it's
reduced her
functionality.
bullshitness.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it ruined her sustain a bit, and then
Do you remember how bullshit Kindred was? Like with
Yeah.
the sustain, you just kind of jump around in your like ulti and suddenly you're full health again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's I mean, as
I did play
a
the game when that happened.
yeah, as a carry jungler, you can't be like always full HP in the jungle. You have like, and you can't be completely safe when you're getting counter jungler.
Like there was that like when early on there was that rush 1v5 pentakill
oh yeah, that
where
was
he just
yes.
jumped around killing people and he like healed like 3 times and it was just like a quarter of his life every time he healed.
And he was like the king of tower dives.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
The Kindred tower
so
dives are
much.
pretty
It's
ridiculous.
so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, deserved nerf. I have to
Yeah.
say, even though like anytime something gets nerfed, I'm not happy. So I guess it is good to transition into about the new patch, which recently came out. Not so recent anymore, but most recent one. It's 5.24, and apparently that's going to be the last patch for season 5. So the next one
The
is going to be
preseason?
yeah. Oh yeah, it's next one's going to be 6.01 or 6.1 or something like that.
Oh, so this is preseason? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, that's what Scarazard is saying on the patch notes. I have it pulled up right here. So yeah, they're like, okay, we're gonna nerf all the dot mages, so like Brand, Anivia, Space
Swain.
Aids, Swain, and so strong ADCs got a nerf as well, and some items they got tweaks, and that's what preseason is for. So
What happened to Swain?
Swain is
He
like
got
the
nerfed.
ultimate dot mage. That was like Swain was a dot mage before Brand and Anivia.
His dot didn't get
Oh,
nerfed, just his
her-
whole
her-
bullshit thing.
Or
Yeah.
root.
Yeah,
the
his
root.
dot is okay, but he just
His
Yeah, that root
bullshit.
is pretty okay.
Yeah. So, Zisha, you have a very interesting name for this patch.
It's
5-point Thunderlord.
yeah, League of Thunderlords.
So basically, for the patch, the ferocity tree, the left tree is pretty trash now because Deathfire Touch got nerfed. Something Fervor got nerfed, and basically all the keystones on the left tree is kind of underwhelming.
There's no point going 18 points in ferocity anymore. The last 2 points are absolutely trash.
Yeah.
If you used to go 18 points in ferocity, you now go 18 points in cunning because all the damage is in Thunderlords. You've got the precision if you don't want the ridiculous amounts of CDR. It's just like there's nothing else that's good. Like if you're going full tank, maybe you'll go Grasp of the Undying, but everyone else goes pretty much Thunderlords.
Yeah,
I think even supports can go Thunderlords pretty good now.
I was telling
I mean,
Max, I was playing a game as Tristana and I had Thunderlords, and one of my teammates was raging at me. He's like, "Why do you have so much? Why are all your masteries in the utility? Like that's why you do no damage." I'm like, "What the hell? I'm leading the team
What
in
a
kills. I'm leading the team in kills. You have like you're negative."
I don't. I think there's people who are like stuck on the
Offense, defense, utility.
yeah, offense,
setup
defense,
from the
utility. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, so 80 carries used to go 18, 12, 0, most of them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So those last 2 tiers would basically you'd be getting what 7% armor penetration, and then you'd be getting like one of the keystones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now ferocity keystones are all trash. So what you're giving up for 7% armor penetration is you're getting 5+ half per level, which is still like
That's scaling. That's
pretty
better.
good amount. Yeah, it's scaling.
Yeah,
it's
it's scaling,
more
yeah.
later, and it's still a good amount from the beginning. And plus, you get Thunderlords, which is the only offensive keystone that matters anymore.
League of Thunderlords. I watch streams, and then like when the stream is all tabbed, just Thunderlord, and then the occasional wind speaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Windspeaker on champions that need it, and it's Thunderlord, and then your top lane tank goes across from the Undying.
Yeah, pretty much. I think even supports. I mean, Windspeaker is still pretty good because getting that kind of free armor and MR from just like shields and heals is really good.
I mean, if you're a champion that goes Windspeakers, you know you're a champion that goes Windspeakers.
I've been playing a bit of Karma support.
Mm-hmm.
Windspeaker is really OP when I can get my mantra shield out, so I can get like a whole team Shirelia plus shield. So that's really good. But then other than that, in terms of like lane presence, I drop a W on an enemy champion. That's a guarantee. It's a 100% guaranteed Thunderlord proc.
Yeah.
And plus, like, Spooky Ghost is still pretty powerful. Like the
Oh,
Frost
yeah.
Queen's Claim. So, yeah, so... And, like, there's no way you can't get 3 single targets or autos off. So, Thunderlords, it's definitely getting nerfed, but I don't know if they are going to, like, put stuff in the Ferocity tree back up in line with Thunderlords.
I hope they do.
I hope they do. The tree
Like
is kind of...
Fervor was one of the like I like the idea of Fervor battle, and then it's this crap now.
Yeah. I like what Riot is doing with the Keystones, but then suddenly you realize that when you introduce something this impactful into the game, it's going to be impossible to balance. I mean, I have a lot of faith in the Riot balancing team. They usually do a really good job, but then it's just like, damn, they're doing a lot of stuff.
They'll probably continue to balance that out throughout the season
Yeah.
too, though, because they don't want everyone to be picking the same exact thing. That's
was
why
the
they
point.
that's the whole point of changing all the AD carries and everything like that, right?
Well,
Yeah.
that was the whole point of the Keystones. Is there was like
Yeah,
a
that's true.
meaningful decision. There's not a meaningful decision anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well, so I guess even ADC. You know what? Actually, ADCs would make a lot of sense, especially ones that go like attack speed. Okay, would Kog'Maw go like Thunderlords? I think Kog'Maw is going to be like the best Thunderlord because you can stack 3 hits really quickly. But then
Kog'Maw goes Fervor. What the hell?
yeah, but I don't play Kog'Maw, so I don't know. So
You-
correct me, son.
Okay, so if you go Kog'Maw Thunderlords, it's like auto. Okay, Thunderlord's proc. Okay, you still got like a million seconds of W left. You're just sitting there autoing, and you don't have
Yeah.
a Keystone benefit. Kog'Maw with like even 1 Zeal item hits max stack Fervor pretty easily, and max stack Fervor definitely beats out Thunderlord.
All right, how are the Kog'Maw? I can't speak. How are the Kog'Maw buffs? I haven't
Kog'Maw's so good.
I haven't
Kog'Maw's
played a
so
lot
good.
this week, so I don't know what the state of Kog'Maw is right now.
It's
Oh
like
yeah, I tested out Kog'Maw to just to see what it's like. I'm like, okay, this is completely changed. Let's see what it's like. And then I'm like, what the heck? Where's all this damage coming from?
Dude, Kog'Maw is basically you build him on hit, and he just like does more damage than anybody should.
So they changed his W from kind of damage scaling back to health scaling. So
They changed the scaling away, and it's just 2% now.
isn't that similar to what it was before? Like,
No, it was like 1 point
You
something
reward?
percent plus some scaling of AD or whatever.
as in like pre
Oh, before?
because like
Yeah, I guess.
Kog'Maw used to do like percentage, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it's always been percentage, but
Yeah.
it's just a flat 2 now, and it's ridiculous. I know. You just go Rage Blade into other items.
And Rage
That would be
Blade
nice.
is still such an OP item.
Rage Blade, Bork, Wits End, stuff like that, Hurricane. Just those kinds of items.
Okay. All right,
'Cause,
so
like,
so Kog'Maw is most definitely the late game carry once again, right?
Kog'Maw is the late game carry from mid game. Have you played a game with Kog'Maw lately?
In ARAMs, yeah.
He's got like a 1 item power spike,
And then
and then he just starts shredding everybody.
Same as Jax.
One.
Yeah.
As
Well, I
soon
guess
as
it-
Jax gets his Rage Blade, it's stupid.
Dude, I played 2 games of top lane Jax. I have no idea how to play top lane. I have no idea how to play Jax. I like won both of them because I rushed Rage Blade, Gunblade.
I think I was playing that game with you too.
Yeah, I think we both were.
Yeah.
There was that one game where who was it? I played one game of Jax where I locked in last second because I didn't realize it was my pick.
Oh yeah,
And
right. I think you guys
the
went
last
dual
pick-
top lane.
Last pick was
Yeah.
also locked in last second, so we both went top lane, and I didn't even realize till we got into the game. Someone on my team commented about it, and I'm like, oh shit. And it's like, don't worry. So we just went in and then farmed a bunch, pushed Poppy into tower a bunch, and then
Poppy Rage
they
Quit.
ganked. They ganked us a bunch, and they never managed to kill us. And then, like by the 3rd gank, they tried to gank us, and I double killed them.
No, I think
And Poppy's just like, oh fuck this, and she rage quit.
oh,
Yeah,
I
this is the game where
remember
the MF got super fed too. It's
Yeah.
that same game.
I remember you were playing Jax when I accidentally chose a Mumu with no smite as well too. Was
Yeah.
that the same one or was
No,
that a
that
different
was-
game?
No, it's a different one.
That was a different
Oh.
one.
And
Wait,
that
actually,
was
hold
hilarious.
on.
We won that game too with no jungle. That was-
Oh no, hold on. That's not the MF game. That's the one with Callista. That's a
No,
Plat
no, no,
Callista.
no. The
Yeah, this is the one with the Plat Callista.
okay, maybe.
The one
Well,
with Callista,
I
like
don't remember.
Freaking 1v3, literally 1v3'd. And then
Okay.
I won every time.
So okay, so if you had to nerf Rage Blade, what would you do? Because I'm reading the
I'd
patch
make it
notes
cost
and
more.
they bug fix the Tiamat AOE, like the AOE on range and melee.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit smaller now.
That
But
doesn't do anything.
yeah, I don't think that does anything.
I nerf the cost even more.
So make it more expensive.
What do they do to Rage Blade? How come I don't remember?
It just gives you a bunch of flat AD, flat AP attack speed, and it
What did
gives
they
you
have before?
when
I
when
thought
you
it was
when you're a
similar.
max stacks, you get AOE. That's
Yeah.
it. I think AOE is like somewhat minor to the fact that you get like
Yeah, the
a
AoE
crap
doesn't
ton
matter.
of crap ton
AoE's
of
like, hey, you top laners with no AoE can kind of clear faster now, but it's like, which is nice, but I mean, it's just because it gives so much stuff to like someone like Jax or
Yeah, like
Hotbar.
I think like the original idea was for this to kind of help like champions like Kale, right? Because Kale, you don't really, if you don't get the Rage Blade, she's pretty shit, even with her Nashor's Tooth.
Mhm.
Like she doesn't do enough damage. All she has is the attack speed, and this helps her get the damage. But yeah, it makes other champions that it wasn't originally intended for like really super strong. And if you end up nerfing the item too much, Kale's gonna go out of existence again. Like nobody's gonna really pick her.
Doesn't that mean that they need to fix kill rather than the item?
I still
Like,
think that when
I
Zach
don't
comes
know.
back into flavor of the month, Kale is going to be up there.
Yeah.
It's like when
Yeah.
things are just absolutely a one shot on your ADCs, then Kale's going to be back in. Kale, look at that. Like the same reason Lulu's always going to be there.
I think Kale's just one of those things that isn't always in the meta, but always has a place.
Yeah.
And also because the way that the game is right now, it's really fast paced and games end really quick. Like Kale is one of those champions that isn't gonna get
Does
strong until
nothing for the
really
first
late
2
game.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's another late game hyper carry.
She's
I feel-
really late
yeah,
game.
I really
Really
feel
late
like
game.
Kale is one change away from being a top tier support.
I think that's the reason why they're not doing anything to her.
She doesn't
Yeah.
need it, yeah.
'Cause, like-
Because if she's top tier support right now and then the meta goes into her favor, she's completely OP.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because like literally, if you change any of her numbers, she's gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, I think Kale's fine as
And
she is.
I feel like that
Yeah.
that might be the reason why they're not changing anything.
I,
about
th-
it.
I feel like Kale is a little bit like Teemo, where she's in the right place, and that right place is not necessarily competitive right now.
Okay,
Teemo's
no, that's
in
not
the right
true.
place.
Yeah.
That's not true. Teemo's actually kind of strong right now.
Okay, well, because Teemo's dot, right?
Teemo
Teemo's
doesn't belong in
dot
this
and-
game.
And Teemo has a shroom where you can throw around now. So with that,
I don't think
shroom,
I think that's like a cute thing to add. But I'm not quite sure if that adds anything to the thing.
Yeah, I don't-
The only
I don't-
thing
I
it
don't
adds,
like it.
it actually makes him kind of more annoying.
Yeah, it's
'Cause-
more annoying because you can throw from stealth from one bush into the other. But
No, not
That's
just
his-
that, but like he's even better at zoning now from like you attacking the turret. Because
And-
instead of putting it in front of the turret, you can throw it outside into like
And he's gonna be
the entrance.
less afraid of Garens in the bush too.
all right, okay.
Because I played
I don't
a
think it's a
couple of
big
games,
deal.
and like the Teemo doesn't walk up to the bush anymore. Like I'm just
Yeah, he
sitting
just
there
goes in.
waiting. Like come in the bush, please.
All right, Michael. The time is now. It's time to grind for your level 5 mastery and dual queue with Alan with Teemo.
Oh, Alan rage quit the game.
Oh,
Really
did
again?
Michael was playing Teemo?
No, because he had like 4 3v5s in a row.
Whatever. Alan
yeah.
never really rage quits the game.
No,
He
Alan
rages-
always rage quits the game, and he comes back like
Yeah, so he never.
He'll
truly
come back.
raged.
Yeah.
All right. So what else got changed? I guess Quinn got changed, rightfully so, because Quinn was stupidly overpowered, and it was really weird because I'm not used to playing things that are strong. But
I tried Quinn out for the first time today, and like I caught her combo pretty fast. I'm like, okay, there's no reason why she's so easy and does so much damage.
I think
like
you can you only truly appreciate Quinn's BSness when you're the receiving end of it, because you don't know how spooky it is to get hit by the Q.
Oh yeah, that thing is so it like literally makes you like not see
Like,
anything.
It's like, dude, what's going on? But yeah,
the
so
first
like,
time I got hit by a Quinn Q, I'm like, what the hell? I'm just gonna path towards my tower now.
It's the same as the Nocturne Fear now too, or something. There's like 2 things that make you like go completely dark.
oh, there's
I think. Oh no, one
Screen?
of them. Yeah,
Graves.
one of them is Smokescreen. Yeah.
Graves. It's the original one.
Yeah.
No, but for a while that one didn't. It wasn't as scary for a while. I don't know
Graves.
what they
Oh,
did.
well, they had to nerf it because it was like the AoE was too big for the Graves one. They had to nerf it in like season 4 or season 3.
Yeah. I mean, Graves
Oh,
is
yeah,
fine
yeah,
just
yeah.
because like he puts it down and you can just walk out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
I don't know what they changed the mechanic, but it used to not be as dark, but like now it changes super dark and it's kind of creepy.
Calm. But yeah, so like blinding assault base damage went down, ratio went down, mana went up. Things like it's more like skill related now because uh, it's one of those things where it's like it's down to mechanics because if you use blinding assault against another player, then you can actually literally outplay them by purely by like moving in and out of like their vision range and all that kind of stuff. And it had no place doing that much damage, and
Yeah.
it was really OP for jungling as well. So like it had no reason to do that much damage, and I don't mind it being nerfed that way because the bulk of Quinn's damage comes from her Harrier procs anyways.
Because Quinn does enough
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah,
anyway.
Quinn does enough damage between passive and E. So yeah,
That was-
and, like I guess I didn't read the patch notes properly. Well, I knew this, but then I just never really considered it. Quinn's passive cooldown scales down with crit. So
Yeah.
the more crit you build,
Yeah.
like the faster Harrier comes up. So it actually So there's no she has definitely enough damage in her kit. She doesn't need Q to do that much damage, and I think this nerf is like everyone saw it coming. And,
Yeah.
no one said anything about it.
Honestly,
Hey.
I feel like the Quinn Q still does a lot of damage considering it gets such a big blind.
She's so good.
Yeah, I can't
I know,
do
she's
no
still really
damage,
good.
and people max it first. Definitely, I think I'm the only one who doesn't max it first because I'm still like
You're a dirty hipster.
I'm still season 5, season 4 Quinn. So
Yeah, I've been playing
I
a
know,
lot
but
of
it's just-
like AD carry with supports that don't have any peel or anything like that. So whenever I'm facing a Quinn on the other team, like they just jump on me and I can't do anything. And
yeah, they just
But
get
they just keep
they just
walking away.
take me out of the game and I have no peels.
like the blinding assault. I think it really adds like another layer of like gameplay to
Yeah.
to Quinn.
Wait,
But I
which-
think you really need to like be on the receiving end for it. Like you have to be on the receiving end of it a lot of times to really appreciate like how you can play around that Q. And like I haven't played against the Quinn at all.
hold on, what supports are there that doesn't have any peel?
Huh? Support Soraka.
Even like Alawi and stuff. There's a lot of Alawi supports right now.
Yeah. Okay. Allow support's really good.
Yeah,
I think it's really good.
it is good. In terms of controlling the lane, I think.
Yeah.
But once
yeah,
it gets
because Alawi's a giant bully.
right, but then once you
Oh.
get into like the team fights and everything, like you don't have any
Alawi's on
peel. You don't have any peel as AD carry, and nobody else is gonna think about protecting you. So
Well, that's good champion design then, I guess. You have your pros and you have your cons.
yeah,
I mean, the whole point of playing Alawi as support is just to win the lane real hard. Get your MF real fed, and then your MF just goes 1v3.
yeah. So yeah,
Alawi is
whenever
actually a really stupid, stupid champion. I tested it out, and I'm just like, I can see why she's so good in lane, but if she doesn't get fed in lane and she leaves lane, she's pretty useless because her
Yeah,
tentacles
but she's
take
really good at
forever.
getting fed in lane.
I know, but like the thing is, like her tentacles come up after every like how many seconds is it? Like 12 or
10.
something? No, it's
And
longer than 10.
I think it's 10. It's the nearest wall, so the tentacles are actually predictable. You can like kind of.
Yeah, it's predictable,
Yeah,
but like it still
manipulate
takes
where the
so
tentacle-
long.
I think like the thing I've noticed about Laui is like if she pulls you out, you have to fight her. You can't run away. If you run away, you automatically lose. You have to like.
Alawi is really good for like sieging stuff.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you could dodge that E, Alawi is kind of useless.
Oh, brand nerfs. Mana cost on W.
Still good.
Still good.
Or, yeah.
he,
I think the bulk of the brand nerf is probably just from Deathfire Touch.
Yeah,
You know
I
what?
would
What's it called? Still like really good though. Thunderlords is pretty much just like you don't even care about Deathfire touch nerfs because you have Thunderlords.
Yeah.
yeah.
So brand's still good.
Brand's so good. Yeah.
and that's
Focus
another
here.
that's
Two
another
kills
support that I
cost,
have.
like no mana.
That's honestly not that big of a nerf to Brand because early
Nothing
game,
about brand has changed.
No.
early game
the-
W is still
The thing
same amount.
it's changed is his creep lane shove.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
it makes
having
sense.
a lot of brand supports as well, and these fucking brand supports just they just bait me and get the kills. They just bait me for the kill. That's
I've
it.
been pitching brand support since season 2, but no
I'm
one
like-
believes me.
I'm ending the
Now
kill.
they do.
I'm ending
Why
the
am I
game
such a
with
dirty
like
hipster?
3 kills, like 7 deaths, and like 12 assists. And then
Brand support.
and then my
wouldn't be
brand
so
support
good.
has like 10 kills and like 2 deaths and like 2 assists.
Yeah.
Like, what is the problem here?
It sounds like Italy support back in
Stupid
like
brand
the last two
supports.
seasons.
Yeah.
It honestly sounds like Italy
No,
support.
well, the brand support's actually legit, and you can cash.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
cash out on brand support so easily. Just land a Q, 50 mana across all levels.
Is it 50 or 40?
40. It's 40. And that's just like 15 gold already. It's just stupid. And like plus, I think once Kage's Lucky Pick got turned into like that Spell Thieves Edge that cashes you in when you do damage, then automatically anything dot just you have a 2 second stun and you can automatically cash in. Like brand support just became really good. And I got raged
Yeah.
a couple of times with playing brand support, but it was okay. I'm used to it.
That's a lot of money you got when you use the dot.
But hey, Soraka got nerfed.
Yeah.
Just
Rightfully so.
her range, right? Just the range.
Her
on
range,
her.
Yeah, well, her-
mana
her-
costs, and her Grievous Wounds thing.
Honestly, I've never played against a Soraka just because you guys always tell me to ban her. So I don't know how OP she was last patch.
Windspeaker.
I know, but like I still never got to play with her because you guys always tell me to ban her.
Pretty bullshit.
Yeah, she's pretty BS. I think the Q range is worth it.
It's bad
Because-
enough that we don't even want her on our team.
Yeah,
I know.
It just doesn't make. I feel like it doesn't make sense for you to be like a healer and you can still poke like really strong and then you can sustain.
Right.
Yeah, she's a.
Yeah,
Stupid.
it was pretty.
Yeah.
It was pretty OP.
All right. Okay. So let's see. So Swain got nerfed because he's a dot mage and dot's getting nerfed. Malzahar is getting nerfed. His null zone did too much damage, especially its percentage-based damage. So with Deathfire Touch and then all the other stuff. So Malzahar nerfs worth it. Sorry, Chris. Anivia nerfs. Glacial Storm, similar situation with
Anivia is also a champion that like just goes Thunderlords and doesn't give a shit.
yeah. Yeah, so I guess anything you can just kind of put down and it just does like AoE dot, then gone.
That's not true. Like they did something to them, but
Yeah.
it's not the actual AOE that got affected.
Yeah, it's mostly just Deathfire Touch and like I guess dot is really good.
Anivia's never really cared about her dot that much anyways.
Yeah, you literally
Yeah.
just put it down to wave clear and then you
No, you put it down to proc your E.
yeah,
That's basically it.
That's literally all it's for.
and wave clear because you can't play Anivia without.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you put it down, you wave clear, you put it down, you proc your key, and you hit an easier Q because they're slowed.
Yeah.
You're
Nice.
like she's always been a
Yeah.
burst mage.
Yeah.
Like
That's essentially what it is.
it's Thunderlords has always been the best keystone on her, I think.
All right. Okay. So now that we're in the topic of Anivia, let's see if there's anything left in the patch notes we should wrap up before we talk about Anivias in other situations.
Support Anivia.
Sivers?
Sivir? How's Sivir?
I haven't
They-
seen a ever since
Oh, lag here.
Sivers. I haven't played Sivers. She doesn't seem that fantastic. Probably useful in full life still, but not that great. All right,
Are we back? Are we back?
Yeah, we're
back.
back.
We're
We're
Yeah,
back.
We're back.
I guess Skype just didn't want each other to talk.
All right. Well,
Okay.
You want to try repeating it? Or...
We missed
Okay,
everything you said.
basically, I haven't seen a Sivir since 5.22. I haven't played Sivir since 5.22. I haven't seen her before or after the buff. She seems still a little underwhelming. Like, you could probably play her just fine in 5s and use her ult for stuff, but I don't know.
I'm a
There's better
Sivir
AD
main.
carries.
I'm a Sivir main and I haven't played her since. So
There's better AD carries to play right
yeah,
now.
Misfortune is Tristana.
And she like literally did nothing.
All right. Okay. So give me your best. I want to stomp in solo queue comp. Okay.
MF.
Two champions in each. I want to stomp lane. So like
MF Tom Kench.
no, okay,
Tom
fine.
Kench, top lane or
Okay,
bot lane, doesn't matter.
Okay, four in ball lane. Four in ball lane. Let's go.
You want to play those champions in bot lane?
Yeah. To stomp solo queue.
MF Tom
Tom
Kench.
Kench.
Okay, yeah.
MF Tom Kench.
Wait, I don't know if MF is still that good though after this buff.
MF's
Nerf.
still pretty good.
MF
He
is
still does much
sick.
damage.
All right. Okay. So
Yeah, I guess MF's
what's
good.
your summon pit / band MF? What do I do now?
Personally, I've been playing Callista.
I
Yeah,
I
this
would
is-
probably go with a Jinx.
Kindred. How about Kindred?
Kindred's a
Kindred's
flex
good, but I'd rather play her.
She has 500
like,
range. I just realized she has 500 range.
Oh, her range is smaller than Kosa's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like
I
Jinx
played
just because of Runins right now. Like,
So after MF is down, then
she crits so hard.
it's like comfort picks.
Yeah,
There's Lucian. No, Lucian's really strong right now.
Lucian's still pretty
I
good.
can't play Lucian for crap.
I just think Kalista snows really easily.
I'm starting to like Lucian as well, but then I'm not gonna play him.
Lucian, Kalista, and who's the third one?
Tristana?
Yeah,
Jinx?
Tristana. I
Okay,
think.
fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I like
I mean-
Tristana.
I mean, past MF, it's just any like
Yeah,
any
honestly,
of the good AD carries that you're comfortable with.
like Graves is really OP right now too.
support.
I hate Graves in AD carry actually.
Graves is
Uh,
actually pretty strong though.
Tom Kench.
Like Tom
Yeah.
Kench.
Okay, other than Tom Kench support, what's your second I want to stop solo queue support? Karma? Karma's pretty good with 45% CDR.
I hate playing against Karmas. But
Karma
I don't know.
doesn't have any lane domination in the first
Okay.
6 levels.
Are you
Okay,
kidding me?
no, that's not true.
Trick-
That's not
Yo,
true.
we need a solo queue, man.
She can zone pretty hard.
She
Oh,
actually
that
hits
would
me
hurt.
pretty often,
Dan would know.
but
Yeah.
the thing is, there's not many good players for Karma out there.
I
Yeah, but
personally
you're always on the
love
same team.
I love having a Thresh. Like,
Yeah,
You can
Thresh-
never
okay,
go wrong with
okay.
the Thresh.
Thresh is always up there, regardless. Okay.
I can't play Thresh.
Or
Um,
are you
You
gonna
know
go
what?
Blitzcrank with Thunderlord for
so
Thunderlord?
support brand is still a thing.
Oh yeah, I guess support brand's pretty good.
I always
All
like
right,
to
mid
play
lane.
Blitz too.
Mid lane, brand.
Brand, yeah.
Spring.
I'd play. I think Anivia's still good. I don't know. I haven't really seen Anivia since the
I
nerfs.
haven't seen him yet.
I
Well,
guess
the thing
mid,
is,
mid lane
there's-
pool is pretty big, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, the
There's
mid
never
lane
been
pool
that
is
many.
really big.
years.
I haven't played mid in a long time.
All right, okay, fine. Top lane.
Top lane.
Mundo.
Tom
Mondo.
Kench.
Top bench. Yes, I guess.
Mondo.
Kench Mundo Alawi.
Oh, I haven't actually seen it on
Were
but
you-
I can see it. Yeah.
Is it safe to say the Juggernaut nightmare has finally passed over for other nightmares?
That's not true.
It's
Not
like-
Mundo still.
I can't believe the day when Darius and Garen are not the scariest things anymore.
Well, no, the thing is, Mundo's still there.
Yeah.
Mundo's part of the
Well,
Juggernauts.
if it's just one champion, it's not too bad.
Malphite is pretty scary right now too.
I haven't really seen a Malphite, but
I
that
haven't
could be
seen him
bad.
fight
Wait,
either.
what made Malphite strong? The Keystone?
The meta.
Meta. Okay, I guess.
The meta is actually pretty good on Malphite. I
And,
just
like-
haven't played him much because he has mana.
Well, the games that I played with the Malphite, that Malphite was like literally targeting me. He would only ult me, even if I was by myself.
Yeah.
Like he would just
Jack's
fuck
top
me
is
up
still really good.
Oh yeah, Rage Blade.
Yeah,
I guess
Jax
anything
Oh,
is
that.
yeah,
still good.
Jax. Yeah, Jax.
All right, jungle.
Alan still swears by Jungle
Kin-
Aurelia, but
Ja-
Kindred.
Jungle.
I think.
You guys maybe have noticed me playing this recently, but Rammus, come on.
Yeah, Rammus has been good since 522 because of all the 80 carries.
Yeah.
Rammus got-
Kindred's good because she's OP.
But
And-
Rammus just got nerfed again.
Well, he's getting better in the jungle too. It was really hard to sustain with him in the jungle.
And the new items are.
But he's definitely farming easier, in my opinion.
Oh man, Cinderhawk Demon's Blade. Rammus seems pretty scary.
Oh yeah, Denman's plate is just too
Oh
good.
yeah.
Yeah, you have
they
to get
they
that.
nerfed it too, didn't they? They nerfed it too.
It's like run fast and then sheen proc.
It's such a fun item to have.
I was looking at Deadman's plate one game, like a while ago, and I was just like, man, I think this is just gonna be like the armor or health item I go in like every game, like
Don't-
over Sunfire and Randuin's and stuff.
The only thing that's not fun about Rammus right now is the way that what is it called? What's that buff you get when you leave the base?
Home guard.
Yes,
Home
home guard. The fact that you can't buy it early now, you have to wait till like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I still like building teleport with Rammus,
Mhm.
but like back then when you could get home guards, that was probably like I would
You
upgrade
can't
my
lane
boots.
gank with home guards.
I would
To be
upgrade my
honest-
boots so friggin' early.
Early. Yeah. But to be honest, I actually don't mind the new home guard thing.
I don't
I
mind
don't,
it
I
either.
don't mind it as much as I feel like it just adds like kind of things that okay, if you're a new player, you just suddenly go like, wait, why am I running so fast? I feel like it's there's a lot of things going on in the game now where you
It's just very arbitrary and unexplained.
yeah, it's unexplained. So, for example, you run like I guess there's always a learning curve for like new players to learn new champions. But then like now, when you look at say Kindred or something, you don't know what the hell's going on. It's like
I
it stays
think
from-
I think the 20-minute home guard is fine for new players just
Yeah.
because it's so visible.
yeah.
When it
Yeah.
first came out, I didn't read the patch notes, and like I was like leaving base, I was like, what the hell? I'm running so fast. Is this the bug? And everyone's just like, you're an idiot. I was like, this is amazing.
I think if you're going to talk about just stupid things that are kind of like really unintuitive, it's mainly just the like tower defense scale.
Oh yeah, I don't pay attention to that at all.
That's
Wait,
like the
what?
It does
worst.
not concern me at all.
Wait, the what?
The tower scaling with time.
It's to stop pro players from
Oh.
doing those like fast pushes and like
Yeah.
SPS stuff. So it just that doesn't concern me because I never take towers until like 15 minutes, unless it's a bot game, and then I just don't feel it.
I've done it before, but like, yeah, I mean, like the first 10-ish minutes, honestly.
Yeah, like honestly, like to me, it doesn't feel like anything. It's only like really coordinated games where it actually matters. Even if we were to play rank fives and then like we coordinate to take down a tower, that 150 gold is not gonna cover the skill difference.
I mean, I've taken down a lot of early towers playing like Jax and stuff.
I've done so with
Lucky
Tristana
someone-
as well. Like I can take down second turret pretty quick.
Yeah.
If I'm winning my lane hard.
Yeah, but yeah, like the tower is one of those things I just don't give a crap about. I should, I should, but it's like it doesn't really like affect me at all, so I just kind of ignore it. But okay, anyways, enough about towers. We're talking about Anivia, so obviously the big Anivia news this week is
Well, I'm looking at,
Anivia versus Faker.
Froggen versus Faker.
Anivia versus
Anivia
Faker.
versus-
Froggen is Anivia.
And
And that this is a good transition point into the All-Star game. We
All-Stars.
can touch on All-Star pretty quickly. I personally have not watched too much All-Star, minus a few highlights here and there. I watched the entirety of Faker versus Froggen, or Faker farming versus Froggen.
Yeah,
And,
honestly, that's the only one I watched.
Oh yeah, should we put a spoiler tag? Spoilers. Yeah, and then I watched Kasing versus Double Lift, which was really good for me because I was like, oh, dude, it's a Karma. I always knew Karma was strong. And then Kasing was basically getting his ass handed to him all game long until like the final 2 seconds where he almost like he was gonna win. So yeah, Karma power.
Yo, Kasing, the entire tournament, Kasing was just like, how am I winning?
Yeah.
How am I winning?
I never knew like who was supposed to be the support to go on to All Star. Yellow Star, was it?
Wait, Yellow Star hasn't retired yet?
No,
What are
isn't
you
it?
talking
Michael.
Michael,
Dude.
Michael. TSM Green Moon, man. TSM Green Moon.
What?
TSM Green Moon.
Who's that?
Yellow stars on TSM, Michael.
What?
Oh my god.
I
This
did
guy.
not know that.
This
I
guy.
honestly did not know that.
Who's gonna get completely stomped in fantasy LCS?
It's like I'm gonna trap Yellow Star and you LCS.
Like
it's gonna be
this
great.
has been
And if you
this
want to
has
look,
been like the most exciting thing happening in the like roster swaps for like the past 3 weeks.
and the Immortals with Huni
Oh yeah,
and
Mortals
Rain
lineup
Over
was pretty sick.
and Wild
Well, I
Turtle.
guess TSM is not going to win any games. So I guess
What?
What the
What?
fuck?
What are you talking
Michael.
about?
Michael,
Wally
you're
is never gonna
dumb.
win.
Wait, how do I kick Michael?
All right. Max, just mute this guy now. We don't need him here anymore. Just what the hell,
Dude, Yellow Star is so bad.
Michael.
Okay, no, we're. Okay. Yeah, I'm kicking this guy. How do I do this?
Michael. Okay, Yellow
Oh my
Star
God.
has made it to every Worlds. Yellow
know
Star's
that.
been the shot caller, making it to every Worlds.
He was the general manager for. He was the one who rebuilt Fnatic from the ground up.
He's literally high of EU. And
Owens-
Double Lift doesn't need like ridiculous mechanics to carry him because he's got the ridiculous mechanics. All TSM needed like for the last like
Yeah, I
3
guess.
splits was a shot caller. Yellow Star is the best shot caller in the West, barring maybe High.
I guess.
And don't forget
TSM right now stands at Hanser, Svenskeren, Bjergsen, Double Lift, and Yellow Star, and then with the Immortal lineup, which is Huni.
Belter, Huni, Rainover, Wild Turtle, and Adrian.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm worried about Pobelter.
Why?
You can't bounce around like 6 teams in 3 years and not have a problem. I mean, if you were easy to work with, you wouldn't bounce around that
What?
much.
No, what Pope? The only reason Pope left CLG was because they
Yeah.
promised Huhi he was going to start, and
Yeah,
then they
I
started
don't know.
Pope
I
Belter.
just I feel like there's some intrinsic thing wrong with Pobelter. That's why he can't stay on our team. I mean,
No,
Winter Fox sucked and EG sucked. So
I think he's just been on bad teams. Like everyone likes Poe Belter. No one's had any complaints about working with Poe
yeah,
Belter that
I
like
guess.
publicly. I think he's been on bad teams, and then he was on a good team
Okay.
that where they made a promise to Huhi that they were going to start with him, and Poe Belter's just like, yeah, I'm going to start on a team. I'm not going to be a sub.
All right. Okay. I trust you on that. So yeah,
Pobelter's
Wild Turtle Adrian.
Pobelter's good.
What?
Like-
Poe Belter?
Yeah, Pobelter's good.
Yeah, Poe Belter's good.
Like I've watched the stream a couple of times, and like if you watch his streams, he's like one of the most chill guys. I don't think people hate working with him.
The two things I'm worried about with Immortals, the two things where they might not be like as strong as they need to be like really top, is one, I don't know if their shot
Turtle?
calling is going to be good,
Okay, yeah.
and two, I know Cooney is really good, but that guy tilts.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's going to be an issue for the vast majority of NALCS. But
Yeah,
it's going to be an issue in Worlds.
Who's their shot caller on Immortal?
I'm not entirely sure. It might be Rainover. It might be Adrian.
I
think
probably
it's
would go to Rainover, I think.
Yeah. Probably
In
Reno.
their release, they were like when in their release where they were introducing the players, they introduced Rainover as a world class shot caller. So I'm guessing that's who they're thinking of. I don't know how well it will go because, as far as I know, like it's been yellow mostly shot calling for Fnatic. So I don't know how good Rainover shot calling is. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be mediocre. So like that might be a weakness of them to be like top. But they've got mechanically very sound players. I'd say. I think everyone would agree.
Okay.
But yeah, I think they're going to be strong though, definitely.
All right. Okay. So I didn't watch All Stars. I'm just gonna bring this back to All Stars. I didn't watch All Stars. TLDW.
All Stars. Okay, so 1v1, Double Lift beat Froggen 4 times in a best of 3.
that I watched.
Bjergsen won the whole thing. The final with Double Lift was pretty jokes. They played 1v1 Syndra, and then they played 1v1 Vayne? Was it? And then the winners of that were pretty predictable, and then they played 1v1 Vel'Koz because neither of them knew how to play Vel'Koz. Bjergsen just like caught him with a knock-up and killed him. So he won that one.
But what does this mean for LCS though? Do they have the two best laners? Two best 1v1ers?
You just crush the lane. Or you basically do the season 3 dig strategy where you just like lane until you get their inhibitor.
Yeah, because right now teams can't use the Camp Dyrus to beat TSM strat anymore. Like,
Oh yeah, because
that's
they
done.
ganked for Hanser. They ganked for Hanser at what's it called? IEM. The first gank went to Hanser, and it was just like, holy shit, that happened. Holy shit. Hanser went off pretty big. Like I think Hanser is definitely like pretty good.
Nice. So top 3 NA picks.
Like teams?
Teams. Immortals. TSM.
TSM Immortals C9.
So Cloud9's still good.
What does
who's-
C9 have now?
It's Bunny Fufu and Rush, right?
Was
Oh,
there
Bunny
any?
Fufu.
Was there much
Rush is the
changes on
new-
C9?
Rush is the new jungler. It's Bunny Fufu and Hai are swapping out between support. They're playing 2-man support, and apparently what's going to happen is Hai's going to teach Bunny Fufu how to shot call, and Bunny Fufu is going to teach Hai how to support. And hopefully, I think the idea is Bunny Fufu is going to become a good shot caller, and then Hai's is actually going to retire.
I
so he's
always
actually
thought Bunny Fufu.
passing on.
I know Bunny Fufu was a shot caller for Gravity already.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And he's solid in solo queue too, so
he has to learn how to shot call like a god from Hai, basically.
Yeah.
I think CLG might do really good, except I don't think they're mechanically very strong.
Stick say.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, like, there's no way that they were going to get an upgrade to Double Lift unless they had, like, snatched Wild Turtle. Right?
he tried out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, I think he went to
he
Immortals.
tried
If
out.
I was Wild Turtle, I'll go to Immortals. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
Same.
Oh, they picked up a pretty good top laner. I'm glad they dropped.
Darshan.
Yeah, I'm glad they dropped this Iron person. He didn't do so well in Worlds.
CLG Darshan.
I thought it was really funny the first game when it was pretty much what EU versus NA,
Yeah.
and they had Double Lift and Afromu together in lane. So awkward.
That was like, oh my god, that wasn't even. That was. Who the hell cares?
Yeah.
Double Lift and Afro, it's rush hour.
Yeah. There's gonna be a special place in my mind for it, but like now it's so awkward. CLG is such a cluster. I just don't care.
That game though was it was kind of disappointing to watch because the EU team seemed to pick such OP champions, and then
Tryhards.
yeah, they were trying so hard, and like NA just picked like fan favorites.
You know what? Everyone else picked up on the fact that everyone was tryharding for these modes.
Yeah.
Like after the second game.
All right. Just a quick update. I finally had enough of Michael's BS, so I just kicked him out of chat because he does not appreciate that. He doesn't realize the fact that Yellowstone's in TSM.
We'll be slightly pushed aside in all our who cares? No, but like, you know what? It was what Huni going super try hard in the first game, NAEU, right?
Yeah.
Just like split push to win. And then second game was just Team Fire getting like the most bullshit comp voted in for them.
Yeah.
And then after that, everyone just played try hard champs.
I really liked the All for One Blitzcrank game though, because NA they were everyone just locked in Blitz right away.
Yeah.
And who was it on the other team that wanted Blitzcrank originally? I think was it Huni?
No, wasn't it like NA like completely all 5 lock Blitzcrank? And
Yeah,
then, like,
they
3
did.
People on EU just lock Blitzcrank.
Somebody on EU wanted to play Blitzcrank originally though. They said it in the promo video, and then I think that's why NA decided to go Blitzcrank, and then eventually everyone decided to go Blitzcrank, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And,
that was.
I don't think there would
pretty
be a
jokes.
better champion in All for One other than Blitzcrank. Maybe like Timo or something.
It was so funny, man, and Dyrus was
Yeah.
killing it, man. There's
Oh,
there's all the jokes about Dyrus coming out of retirement and everything like that with the Blitzcrank
Yo,
top lane.
Dyrus will win if he's having fun. You know how you have fun? You play all for
It's
one
true.
Blitzcrank versus Blitzcrank.
And you know what? Like I've been watching a little bit of his streams recently too, and now that he's moved out and everything, he seems a lot happy.
I haven't seen Dyrus talk this much in like 3 years.
Yeah, and he's talking fast.
Is he living with Ogwen now?
I have no idea.
They're in the TSM retirement home.
Okay. Michael, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
He's kind of back.
Yeah, I'm a gracious host. I can let you back in despite your transgressions against humanity.
Dude, you guys know I've like never really enjoyed Yellowstar.
Yeah, just because he plays
I'm kicking you
Leona
out
and you
again.
think you
She makes you
just
look
because
bad.
you think you hit better Leona also Yellowstone.
No, like honestly,
He's
like,
such an
I've
inspiration
never-
just with the weight loss.
Yo, he's gonna get fat off of NA players now.
Yeah.
No, but like I don't know, like just because I've seen him for 5 seasons, I've never seen him like stand out, which is why I never thought of him as.
Yeah,
like,
but you've
that
seen
good of a
every
shot
team he's been on stand out, and he's the shot caller for every team that he's been on.
Yeah, like I didn't really know he was a shot
Makes you
caller.
appreciate how stacked the old Fnatic was, right?
Yeah.
Well, Fnatic
pretty-
was really stacked.
Yeah.
Well, that's how you don't lose a single game.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Fnatic's new Korean double import?
Who is it?
It's Spirit and Gamsu.
Oh yes, Gamsu is. I still associate Gamsu with like NA.
Well, I mean, I don't know how good Gamsu is gonna do, but like the whole
He's a good
point,
chef.
Gamsu's a good chef. Yeah.
I don't know much
Well, like,
about him.
He's a good chef.
Spirit,
He's
he wouldn't join Fnatic unless Gamsu went with him.
Oh.
Like he made that kind of package deal for himself, so that's why Gamsu's there, as far as I understand. And Spirit's definitely like a good enough player that you'd agree to that. I don't know very much about their support.
Who's a new support? I don't.
Noxiak or whatever it's
Oh.
how it's pronounced. Like he's been hanging around kind of like CS and getting teams, getting challenger teams and stuff.
Mhm.
I really don't know anything about him though.
Fair enough.
Spirit's a good pickup though. He's like, I think Spirit Gamsu is a pretty good replacement for Huni Rainover. I think they did well there. I don't know anything about the support. They might still be pretty strong. I don't know how they're going to do shot calling. I like if Daylor's still on, right?
Yep.
Yeah. If Daylor can fucking like coach the shit out of Fnatic and like turn one of them into world class shot caller, they'll be just as good as they were before. But that'll be the differentiating.
All right, top 3 EU LCS teams.
Holy shit, I don't even know.
I don't know either.
Origin H2K and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like looking at Origin. I'm like, what? I
Origin.
didn't know they.
It's the same thing except with Power of Evil.
Origin H2K, I don't know about number 3. Power of Evil's definitely an upgrade. Origin's stronger than they were last split. Plus, they've got more experience together. H2K just has a stack lineup.
Who's the
Fnatic-
support now? Because I know Kasing's not on HK anymore.
Oh,
It's still Ryu.
it blanked from me.
Wait, who's
Oh,
on
that's-
H2K? I'm looking
Wait,
at
where did
like.
Kissing go?
I'm looking
He's
at
free
Wikipedia.
agent
Like,
right now. He's free agent right now. Isn't he?
Oh,
No, it isn't. Didn't Kasing go somewhere?
I know.
I know
they
he's
were.
not on TSM.
Yeah, they were thinking about getting him or something like that.
Kasing's on the what's it called team, isn't he?
Which one?
He's on Vitality. He was confirmed on Vitality
Oh, yeah.
last,
Okay, there we
last
go.
week.
wait, who's on H2K? Like, I'm looking at Wikipedia. And
It's just Ryu. Like the star is Ryu. The person who.
haven't they been like hyping a lot of like really good stuff for H2K?
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, they've been like if uh,
I just know Ryu is directly responsible for Faker's rise to fame.
if H2K, I mean Ryu was really good in Korea. He's been okay in EU.
Oh, there. Odo Ame, Jankos, Ryu, Forgiven, and Vander.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I
pretty,
think
that's
I
pretty
think that's
stacked.
pretty strong.
That's pretty
strong
stacked.
lineup. The other one is Vitality. What do you think of Vitality's lineup?
I did not keep track. I see it on Reddit, but then I don't
Cabo,
like
Shook, Nuke, Kieran, and Kasing.
it. Super toxic.
Super toxic.
I honestly haven't been keeping track at all. For
I feel
I-
like anything that has touched M5/Gambit is going to be very toxic.
Yeah, what about Forgiven?
Oh,
You don't think Forgiven's toxic? Nah.
Wait,
I-
what team were you guys talking about?
Vitality.
Vitality? It's like
Vitality?
It's Cabo, Shook, Nuke, Kieran, and Kasing. I think they're going to be pretty good. Like, it's hard to talk about some of these teams because
Yeah, they're kind of new and like on paper they look stacked. They'd be good for fantasy, but not quite
and
sure.
like I still don't know what to think about Shook. Like even after seeing him play all this much, I don't know what to think about him. Like he's a good player, but in terms of being really good,
Hmm.
I don't know what to think of him.
Like, what do you
Alright.
think that barrier is that is getting him from reaching that
I don't know.
top level?
I don't know.
He just needs to play in NA.
Yo, what? And NA has strong junglers now, yo.
Yeah.
NA has Rush. Oh my god, Rush.
All right, so we're actually reaching our wrapping up point, so we're just probably gonna call this a day. I think next week we're probably gonna talk about, at least I want to talk about the new champions that have been coming out. We deliberately didn't talk too much about Poppy, and we didn't talk too much about Alawi. I guess it'll be useful to talk about all the recent champions that have been coming out and like how loaded the kits are. I'm looking at you, Echo W. And yeah, I think that's going to be worth a pretty interesting conversation and about like how competitive ready things are when they're on release. So I guess any parting words?
Echo's a new champ.
Echo's a new champ.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Subscribe, like, and comment.
Yeah.
I'm glad
So,
there was no. I'm glad there was no shit talking about me. That was
Oh,
just like,
Mike's shit at this game.
oh yeah, because we weren't talking about champions. Once we start talking about
Mike shit
champions,
at this
you know what's
game
going
doesn't
down.
know anything about fantasy LCS. Thinks Yellow Star is going to make TSM literally 12th place LCS.
Draft
Pretty
X special for
places,
your first
yeah.
pick.
I will eat a bag
honestly,
of
I
dicks
haven't.
if
Honestly, I
Mike
haven't
was
been keeping up in
okay,
like.
you heard it here first. I'll eat a bag of dicks if TSM is 12th place. If TSM gets relegated with Yellowstar, I'm going to eat a bag of dicks.
Okay, TSM's never getting relegated.
Well, fine, then I'm gonna eat a
I
bag of
think
dicks.
TSM is the most most set for top 3 NA right now.
I think so for sure.
Guess I'm not eating a bag of dicks.
All right.
You should make it so that if they're not top 3, you should. Although I'm pretty sure they will be.
No, dude, I'm Asian. Like, we probably eat like more penises than half of.
Yeah.
It's like penis and everything.
Gonna
We're
bring a
Asian.
sea cucumber onto the stream and eat it.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. If TSM gets relegated, I'll eat a bag of dicks. You heard it here first.
Cool.
All right. Okay. So this wraps up this wraps up the official episode 1. We hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you can stay tuned for more scrub talk or whatever we do that is passing off as podcasts. So until next time, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
All right, peace, guys. Woo!
Right.